3 years in federal prison. That is the sentence handed down today by a federal judge in Milwaukee for a former hospital pharmacist who admitted to intentionally trying to render COVID-19 vaccines ineffective late last December. Our Bill Miston was in the courtroom today. He joins us live now with what Stephen Brandenburg had to say.
Good evening, Stephanie. Stephen Brandenburg pleaded guilty to tampering with those COVID-19 vaccines earlier this year, and today he apologized, taking responsibility for his actions in his effort to try and destroy nearly 500 doses of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. We also learned today that those shipments of vaccines, the first that Aurora Grafton received. 46-year-old Stephen Brandenburg of Grafton appearing before federal district judge Brett Ludwig Tuesday morning. Ludwig sentencing Brandenburg to 3 years in prison, plus 3 years of supervision and requiring participation in a mental health treatment program. The former pharmacist at Aurora Grafton Medical Center pleaded guilty to removing Moderna COVID-19 vaccines from refrigerated storage on 2 occasions in late December. Brandenburg telling the court, "I'm taking total responsibility for my actions, no matter how scattered my life was. I did these 2 actions. It was not appropriate. It was not legal. I caused harm. I did this irrational thing. I feel terrible every day." Aurora Grafton President Dr. Michelle Blakely speaking during the hearing, saying those doses that were compromised were our very first doses. Ultimately, 57 people administered the vaccine from the vials in question. At the time, it was unclear if the vaccines were ineffective. Later tests found that wasn't the case. But Blakely said effects of Brandenburg's actions still linger. Filings say Brandenburg is an admitted conspiracy theorist, skeptical of vaccines in general, and believed the baseless conspiracy theory the vaccine was microchipped and made people infertile. Ludwig saying it's a fortuity. No one was harmed here. That as a pharmacist, Brandenburg abused that trust and abdicated his responsibility. Now, Brandenburg must also pay nearly $84,000 in restitution. He also has a pending state case on similar charges. Now, those charges are likely to be dismissed following the closure of this federal case. Generally, that's what happens when a person is charged in both state and federal court on similar charges. Brandenburg is scheduled to appear in an Ozaukee County courtroom next week. In Milwaukee, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
We'll see what happens then. Bill, thank you.